I didn't hear the door open, but I heard the gasp. It sliced through the silence like glass splitting under pressure. Sharp, panicked human. By the time I turned toward it, she was already there. Lily, my wife, standing in the doorway, hair damp from the drizzle outside. Keys still dangling in her trembling hand. Eyes locked on the bed where I lay. And where Brian, her best friend, was pulling the sheets up to his bare chest. For a moment no one moved. The room pulsed with that awful stillness you only get before something shatters beyond repair. Lily, I started. She didn't scream. She didn't cry. She just blinked, slowly, like her mind was trying to reboot around a scene that couldn't be real. Then she laughed. Soft, disbelieving, broken. You've got to be kidding me. It started weeks ago, quietly like most disasters do. Lily had been spending a lot of nights at Brian's place. He was recently divorced, a mess emotionally, and she said he needed someone to talk to. I didn't argue, I trusted her. Brian had been her friend since college. They finished each other's sentences, shared inside jokes that made me feel like an outsider at my own dinner table, but I convinced myself it was harmless. She'd pat my arm, smiling. Don't be jealous, okay? He's just a friend. I wasn't jealous. I was tired. Tired of feeling like a background character in my own marriage. Then the text started. Brian's name lighting up her phone at 2 a.m. She'd roll over, screen turned away from me, whisper laugh into her pillow. When I asked, she said, "It's about his ex-wife. He's struggling." I wanted to believe that. God, I needed to. But something in me, the part that still recognized patterns, knew better. That night, she said she was staying at Brian's again. He's been drinking, she told me, grabbing her overnight bag. I don't want him doing something stupid. I remember her perfume lingering after she left, sweet and faintly citrus, filling the hall as if it were mocking me. So I waited. Hours passed. Midnight. 1, 2. I stared at the ceiling, her words echoing like a mantra. Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. By 3, my chest hurt from thinking. I poured a drink. Then another. I told myself I'd confront her tomorrow. That's when I heard a knock on the door. Brian stood there, rain dripping from his hair, shirt clinging to his chest. Hey, he said, sheepish. Lily's asleep at my place. She told me you guys had a fight. I just wanted to check on you. It was such a stupid lie, but I was too exhausted to call him out. I just stepped aside. We talked. We drank. We laughed at nothing. The room blurred between the bottles. His words started to bend into confessions. How lonely he felt. How misunderstood Lily was. How she said I didn't really see her anymore. She loves you, he murmured. But she's drowning. Something twisted inside me. And when his hand brushed mine on the couch, I didn't pull away. I can't explain what happened next. Not cleanly. Not without sounding like I'm trying to excuse it. There was this moment, terrible and electric, when I realized what he was doing, what I was letting happen. It felt like revenge, pity, despair, self-destruction, all tangled into one sick impulse. He leaned in, and I let him. Maybe I wanted to feel wanted by someone. Maybe I wanted Lily to hurt like I had. Or maybe I just wanted to stop thinking. By the time I sobered up, the damage was already done. The sheets smelled like her perfume, because Brian wore the same laundry detergent she used when she stayed at his place. That detail gutted me. It felt like she was there even in the betrayal. Then the door opened. Lily, listen. I sat up, words spilling useless. She didn't look at me. She looked at Brian. Get out, she said, voice low, deadly calm. Brian hesitated, mouth open like he was about to explain something that couldn't be explained. Then he grabbed his shirt and bolted. The front door slammed. Now it was just us. You were supposed to be at his place, I whispered, voice cracking. She laughed again, hollow. Yeah, I was. Until his neighbor called me. Said he saw Brian leave here. Thought maybe I should know. She walked toward me, slow, deliberate. The rain on her jacket dripped onto the carpet. Tiny dark spots spreading like stains. I came to see if it was true, she said. And I guess. She gestured to the bed, to Brian's empty spot. It is. Her eyes shimmered, not with tears but fury. So this is how you fix it? By sleeping with my friend. My throat closed. You think I planned this? Oh please, she snapped. You think you're the victim here? I said louder than I meant to. You think I didn't notice the late nights, the lies, the way you looked at him? I knew something was happening between you two. Her face twitched, guilt flickering, gone as fast as it came. Nothing happened. I almost laughed. Until when? Tonight? Tomorrow? Silence. That silence said more than any confession ever could. She sat on the edge of the bed, our bed, staring at the floor. I don't even know who you are anymore, she said softly. I could say the same, I replied. The clock ticked. Rain tapped against the window. Somewhere down the street, a dog barked, normal sounds, in a world that suddenly felt unreal. Finally she looked up. So what now? I didn't have an answer. She left the next morning without another word. Just a note on the counter. You and Brian deserve each other. Don't call me. But the irony? Brian never answered my calls again either. Maybe he felt as disgusted as I did. Maybe he couldn't face what we'd done. Days turned to weeks. The house felt like a graveyard. Everything still in its place but hollow. Every sound echoed differently, like it knew she wasn't coming back. Sometimes I'd stand in the doorway, staring at that bed, remembering her face, shock, betrayal, pain, all reflected back at me in the instant she saw what I'd become. And the cruelest part? She wasn't wrong. Because in trying to prove her capable of betrayal, I became the very thing I feared she was. It's been 3 months now. I haven't seen her since. But sometimes I still wake up to the sound of that gasp, the one that started it all. The sound of a heart breaking in real time. And I realize with a clarity that cuts deeper than guilt ever could. That moment wasn't just when she saw us. It was when she stopped loving me. And I can't even blame her for it.